So much of the scripture, I believe, is diminished when we don't understand the history behind what's being spoken about. So in Hebrews, Paul spends a lot of time talking about Jesus as the high priest. And I don't know about you, but for me, I don't understand a lot of what he means by that. So I did some searching, and he talks about in Hebrews 10, 11, and 12, he says, day after day, every priest stands and performs his religious duties. Again and again, he offers the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. But when this priest had offered for all time one sacrifice for sins, he sat down at the right hand of God. So what I found when I looked at this verse deeper into the history behind what Paul is saying is we all know Jesus was the high priest. We accept that. We've been taught that. But we didn't know what it meant. But what Paul knew and what got him so excited was the fact that he understood that priests don't sit down in the temple. So when they go into the temple, they're always working. They're always standing, and there's no place to sit. There's no chairs in the temple because there's always more sacrifices to be made because the work is never done. So when he talks about Jesus sitting at the right hand of God, he's saying that this is proof that the work is done, that Jesus' sacrifice as a priest was the final sacrifice and the work is finally completed. So there is no need for him to be up and walking around and doing more sacrifices because the work is complete. And that's what this scripture meant to me when I looked into it more deeply. And so I guess my point is sometimes we learn things, but we don't really know what we're learning because we're not understanding the history behind what's happened. And since Paul, who we believe wrote Hebrews, was Jew, and he was a very good Jew, then we know that he understood all those things that we could never understand